Hello everyone, and welcome back to Arcade Spirits. We have been hired to our new job at an arcade. We have met the owner, Francine, and Gavin, who is in charge of like the business side of stuff, making sure the arcade doesn't go bankrupt. So now we are going to meet someone named Naomi. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals filled the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me. For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello?
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Antonio Reeves. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh! Hi! I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my texts. Oh, whoops.
She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. Or, oh my god, she is so cute. I just want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed was her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on the circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie! Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
I guess I am the one doing checkup this time. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great! Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Oh? Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet.
Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprisingly number of green circuit boards in the largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Why is it so empty in there? Or maybe we should fill it with nacho dip? Or it's my first time seeing the guts of a game. We're gonna go with the basically. It's my first time seeing the guts of a game. I'll admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Now it keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say upright favors form over functionality.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy bars are shorter, so you play sitting down. That I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. That's true. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on her keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's a genuine joy in that smile, not just as a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing like it's fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold front of the marquee, the bezel... bezel? The bezel art? Words are hard. The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top, the game title, that's the marquee, yeah, I know that. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... a bunch of weird looking boxes and a row looks ugly. I agree, it's beautiful in its own way. So, you're our resident game historian then? I think she just likes, classic games. This isn't me, but this isn't me. But also, I think I said this before if you've ever seen like a previous LP. I don't like asking questions. So you're our resident game historian then? I'll admit, despite playing games when I was a kid, I never really thought about what went into them. I always thought of games as, well, just games. Ones and zeros on chip, right? Not works of art. Artworks, plural? Or is artwork plural already? But I guess I can see why you'd feel that way. You work here long enough, trust me, you'll learn to love these games like I do too. It's not about nostalgia, it's about appreciating the work that went into it, the craftsmanship, the multidisciplinary effort just to make a game what it is. Graphic design, electronics, music, programming, even carpentry. Games deserve our respect, and as long as someone like me with a deep love for games is on duty, they shall not fail. Even if Gavin's still around. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude just... ugh.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. Well, that's sorta harsh, especially since Gavin, with the speech that Gavin gave us, it's like, his job is to make sure that everyone's dreams in the Funplex, the workers, come true. And if this is something that Naomi enjoys, he's not gonna get in the way, right? That doesn't sound right. He seems easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams, see? Unless he's playing me. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should probe at it, but I kinda want to know, too. Don't rock the boat, clear the air and find out more, or let her keep talking. Clear the air and find out more. That would something Antonio would probably do, right? I'm still trying to figure out what Antonio is going to be like in this game. Clear the air and find out more. I get this is touchy, but if I'm going to work here, then I think we should all be honest with each other. No gossiping. So, I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, this place would be like Deco's Palace, nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Yeah, I know. It's cool. I like listening. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy, I guess, with my noodle arms. No, we have to be fit. Do we have to be fit for it to be a lifeguard? Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to left now. My left, you're right. Careful. Now forward, right, correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and... There, careful, careful. Tip it into place. Victory! I gently eased the rolling dolly forward. The giant wooden box slot into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly made it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah!
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as hell, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but... Thanks for helping me out, Antonio. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to... I know that feel. Oh right, stomach growling. Food required. Except... I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel...
Now, I'm just talking here, but if you just had pizza on a bagel... Shh! Hey, so, any good restaurants in walking distance? I think the bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's Cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go. She presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom. She learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What will you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important.
See ya!
See you after lunch! I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. Well, better for us. Vampire guts to eat. I think I'm just realizing that that crane game goes up and down. I said Naomi definitely fits in with the Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me, a total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, bento box. I've only ever seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully there's plenty of calories too. Armed with a box of healthy food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Who we're gonna meet next? Who we're gonna meet? Who we're gonna meet next? Who we're gonna meet? The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. What is that? Incoherent screaming. Coherent screaming. Or await death. Do I await death? Frickin' coherent screaming. I opened my mouth as wide as I could and let the fear fall from my lips, my mind devoid of any emotion but horror. Whoa, whoa, it's fine. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm a horrific vision. Sorry. I'm a real human being, I promise. It's just a costume.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really.
Are you though?
Can we start over, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, that'd be nice. I nodded my head slowly, although it could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
Oh wow. Cute, you cute. And I'm Antonio.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
No, don't make this weird. Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Since this morning. Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex!
God, I love her voice. It's so good. I love it. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through the game, sliding right up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course. You could have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided the 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you need to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code, just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Or, Ashley's got quite the imagination, alright. Or, is this how I come across to people as a creepy trespasser? I love that. I love that response. But I also like she's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. But also, I don't know which one to choose. Oh man. Okay, gotta go Antonio mode. Antonio, you would pick the last one, of course. But at the same time, I like this one more. Okay, I don't know how my kindness is not that up. It doesn't matter. Play how I want. Is this how I come across to people? As a creepy trespasser? Maybe Ashley does have a point. Juniper sometimes says oh my god. Juniper sometimes says my mindlessness can be off-putting. I guess if this job doesn't work out, I could always start a life of crime. Oh my god. It fits. It fits. Oh my god, it fits. Antonio quits the Funplex, ends up in Hollywood as a singer, gets turned into a vampire. But it's 20XX, and Red Embrace takes place in 1996, I think. Maybe we have to go back to the life of crime afterwards. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Stop blushing at me. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept away in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to find this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You actually aren't painting the best picture here. Oh geez, I didn't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's lights light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costumes and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely! You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing at her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinkie is your creation. Intentionally. Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for terrifying, then yes, or I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Wow. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowd, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. Really? That's terrifying. The side eyes. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinkie overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime's stage when she tugged on my arm and oh, whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you were at least you are consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I am attending when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Uh-oh? Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously? So, are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Antonio. Not unless I steal Gavin's heart first. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Antonio! What's that sound? Drat. I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to get back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No!
That's no good. Antonio needs his calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before she disappears into the dark recesses of the inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Okay, let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. Ashley's got a lot going on in the head of hers. You just don't understand it at all. Or Ashley is so cutie. I'm all aboard the Pinkie train. Choo choo. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'd be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday begins. Alright. I'm gonna try to start making these episodes a little shorter. So we'll be stopping here, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey of Arcade Spirits. If you're interested in buying the game, playing the game yourself, links in the description. Share, like, subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!